In January 2023, Adani Enterprises' market value plummeted by $70 billion after Hindenburg Research published the findings of a 2-year investigation. The report accused Adani of market manipulation and accounting fraud, describing it as the largest con in corporate history, and alleging brazen stock manipulation and accounting fraud that spanned decades. To provide some perspective, Kenya's 2023-2024 budget stood at around $23 billion, roughly a third of what Adani lost in just 1 month. However, less than a month after Adani's financial disaster, the United Arab Emirates stepped in to bail Adani out. International Holdings Company, an Abu Dhabi-based conglomerate controlled by a key member of UAE's royal family, invested $400 million into Adani. In return, the Emiratis acquired a significant stake in the company. This wasn't the Emiratis company's first major investment into Adani, because less than a year earlier, in April 2022, they had injected another $2 billion into Adani Enterprises. Now, here's the thing. Adani, just like many multinational corporations, has mastered the art of raising capital, gaining global influence, and cultivating goodwill through complex ownership structures that hide true beneficiaries and mask ownerships. These intricate joint ownership arrangements often funnel billions of dollars to concealed shareholders. In Kenya, for instance, we see this type of masked ownership emerging. The Kenyan government is on the verge of leasing Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, the country's primary airport, to Adani for 30 years. More specifically, the lease will be handed to Airports Infrastructure, a subsidiary of Adani, which was registered in Nairobi on August 31st, 2024. But this is where the ownership masking begins. Airport Infrastructure is fully owned by Global Airports Operator, a company incorporated in the UAE, which is in turn a subsidiary of Adani Airport Holdings Limited in India. The shareholding structure of Global Airports Operator, however, remains unclear. While Adani Group is a major shareholder, there are other undisclosed shareholders, masked owners, who stand to profit from the airport lease deal. But their identities remain hidden. They will make billions, and the Kenyan public may never know who they are. This type of concealed ownership of public assets is a pandemic spreading across Africa. In Tanzania, for example, prominent public figures are likely masked owners of Adani's value chain, which has already secured a 30-year lease to manage Dar es Salaam port. Across Africa, a recurring pattern. Every time a significant public-private partnership is established, there are hidden owners behind the private companies, quietly reaping billions. If you uncover their identities, you might be shocked to find that they include presidents and well-known members of the corrupt ruling elite. We are not opposed to public-private partnerships that genuinely secure the very best deals for the people of Kenya, Tanzania, and Africans as a whole. What we oppose are the masked owners who exploit these partnerships, forcing through bad deals that ultimately rob the public.